Hello everyone, myself Dr. Venkat S. Mani, Head of Chemical Engineering Department, KK Institute of Engineering Education and Research, Nasik. We are going to discuss about the interface mass transfer, what is the material balance for the in two different phases. We take an example of the phase R and the phase E, how the material balance is going to take place for the steady state co-current process and for the counter current process. As we all of us know that co-current process means the streams are passing in a same direction, and in the counter current process the streams are passing in a opposite direction, that is co-current and the counter current process respectively. First of all, we are going to talk about the steady state co-current process. We have taken for the study as a rectangular box and whatever may be the operation, okay, for the material balance we have taken this as a rectangular box. We have taken the phase E and the phase R. As in the counter co-current process, the phase E and the phase R is entering in a same direction, and both phases the output is obtained also in the same direction at the right side. That's why it is a co-current process. Now see, this one is the phase E and this one is the phase R. What are the different notations in the phase E? E1, ES, Y1, capital Y1. E1 is the total moles passing per unit time. ES is the moles of non-diffusing component. The per unit time. Non-diffusing component means the component which is not getting diffused. Okay, and Y1 is a mole fraction of a solute which is going to be transferred. Capital Y1 is the mole ratio solute, that is mole fraction of the solute upon mole fraction of the non-diffusing solute, that is capital Y1 is nothing but small y1 upon 1 minus small 1. In same fashion for the R phase, the notations R1, Rs, X1 and capital X1. X1 is the mole fraction solute in the R phase. X1, capital X1 is the mole ratio solute. Okay, R1 is the total quantity entering to the R phase. Rs is the moles of the quantity which is not diffusing entering per unit time. Okay, at the outlet you will be finding the values of E2, ES, capital Y2 and capital Y1, and here you will be finding R2, Rs, capital X, small x2, capital X2. Okay, the notations we have changed with the suffixes 2 except the notations ES and the RS, because these are the non-diffusing quantities present in the E phase and the R phase respectively. ES, RS. That means the quantity which is not getting transferred is obtained at the outlet with no change. Okay, have you cleared this? Okay. Now we have taken this partition as a PP at any point, and we have taken the notations as an E, ES, small y1, capital Y1, and at the here R, RS, X1, X and the capital X, that is for the R phase. We have taken the material balance for the envelope 1, that is at the point of BB at any point in the plane BB, envelope 2, and this is the envelope 1, that is for the overall material balance. For the overall material balance, 2 input streams at the entrance and 2 output streams at the outlet, and for the material balance, that is at the portion BB, 2 inlet streams are there, and at the point BB whatever the components are there in the E phase and R phase, we have taken the material balance. Okay, how we are going to take now the material balance? The material balance for the individual component, that is solute present in the R phase plus solute present in the E phase is equal to solute present in the R phase at the outlet, solute present in the E phase at the R phase and the E phase at the outlet. Okay, rearrange this. Okay, R1, X1, R2, X2 we have taken to the left side, E1, Y1 I have taken to the right side. Then if you want to convert in the mole ratio, you will be getting this equation: Rs into X1 minus X2 is equal to ES into Y2 minus Y1. Okay, this is at the overall, that is overall material balance for the envelope. Okay, at any point in the column or in the rectangular box, then you will, instead of X2, Y2, we are putting X and Y. Okay, Rs into x1 minus x is equal to Es into y1 minus y. Okay, this is the general equation at any point, and this is the overall material balance operating line equation. Okay, now what is the slope of this operating line? The operating line slope is minus Rs upon Es. As you know, slope is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. The slope of the operating line you will be getting the negative in the co-current process. Minus Rs upon Es. If you plot the graph of capital X versus capital Y, which passes through the 2 points x1 y1 and the x2 y2 point. Okay, if the solute is getting transferred from R phase to E phase, you will be finding the operating line below the equilibrium curve. This is why capital Y is a function of the capital X, the equilibrium curve, and this is the operating line equation. Okay, suppose you can take a reverse. If the solute is getting transferred from E phase to the R phase, then the operating line you will be getting above the equilibrium curve. This is PQ line with the same slope, that is minus Rs upon Es, but which is above the equilibrium curve. This is about the material balance and how the nature of the X and Y. Why we are going to study this graph of X versus Y? Because once you draw the operating line at any point in the rectangular box, or either it is a distillation column or the absorption column, at any point in the column you can calculate the values of X and Y, and you will be finding the percentage of the component, or how much composition of the component present at that particular point, either it may be the gas or the liquid. Okay, now we are coming to the steady state counter current process. As we all of us know that counter current process is nothing but the two streams passing in an opposite direction. What we are doing, the rectangular box structure is same as that of this one, earlier one, for the co-current, but the only change is the stream directions. See, if that is E phase, we are entering to the right side, and the R phase we are entering to the left side. That means R phase left to right, and the E phase R to right to the left. That's why it is called as a counter current process. The notations, all notations with suffixes 1 we have taken to the LHS, except ES and RS. All notations with suffixes 2 we have taken to the RHS, except the ES and RS, because ES and RS are the quantities of non-diffusing component present in the E phase and the R phase. Have you cleared this? Okay, this is the partition BD, where the notations E, ES, Y, capital Y, for the R phase R, RS, small x, capital X. We have discussed this in the counter current. What are the components E1, E2, small y1, capital Y1. We are not going to repeat it again. Now we are coming to the material balance. The material balance for the individual, you will be getting E2 plus E2 into Y2 plus R1 into X1 is equal to E1 Y1 plus R2 X2. Then this is the overall material balance. Then in the form of the mole ratio, you will be getting the equation Rs into X1 minus X2 is equal to Es into Y1 minus Y2. Okay, rearrange for the individual, then you will be getting E into Y plus R1 into X is equal to E1 Y1 plus R into X, that is at the partition BB. Okay, then Rs into X1 minus X is equal to Es into Y1 minus Y. That means, see the change in the operating line equation for the counter current process and the co-current process, you will be getting the slope of the operating line as a positive, that is Rs upon Es, operating line equation, that is positive slope you are getting for the operating line in the co-current process. Okay, if the transfer of the particular component is from R to E phase, then you will be finding the operating line below the equilibrium curve. And if the transfer of the component is there from the reverse, that is from E phase to the R phase, then the operating line you will be getting above the equilibrium curve. This is the graph of capital X versus capital Y. Okay, the points x1 y1 x2 y2, then here also x1 y1 x2 y2, that means the operating line passes through the points x1 y1 x2 y2, but with the slope of positive, that is Rs upon Es, and one is below the equilibrium curve, another operating line is above the equilibrium curve, depending upon the transfer from one phase to the other and the reverse case, that is from other phase, second phase to the first phase, like this. This is the slope of the operating line with the positive Rs upon Es. This is how we have studied about the co-current process and the counter current process. Okay, why this is useful for the material balance, for the mass transfer subject? Because either it is absorption, either it is a distillation, either it is you can take as a adsorption, whatever may be the mass transfer operation, there you have to study the material balance, and this block diagrams gives us the general equation for the material balance and the nature of the operating line, and the graph of capital X versus capital Y for the co-current process and for the counter current process. This is very much useful for the various mass transfer operations if the transfer is going to take place between the interface. Okay, have you understood this? Okay, with this we stop. Thank you very much.